also, speaking of which, when we're talking about upcoming elections, we already know about, the European Union, okay, and the Commonwealth. All right, when it comes to the Commonwealth, they came to Zimbabwe, to assess and also to give the feedback of, you remember, Zimbabwe wants to rejoin the Commonwealth, okay, but again, in the 2018 elections, Zimbabwe invited the Commonwealth to come and observe the elections. They did. Of course, they said, well, there were some positive aspects that came out of their observations, but they were saying, well, there's still more that needs to be done, especially when it comes to media coverage and, some other issues like, the rallies, okay, money, the financing of political parties and all those kind of stuff. Those are some of the issues that they raised. And we also saw the European Union, well, they also sent their own group, and the group was again in Zimbabwe, I think sometime in May. They also came to Zimbabwe again, with the issues of, of elections to be free and fair, saying, well, they are watching. And then there's the issue of the PVO, the private volunteer organizations. Remember, there is a bill that was passed by the Senate, but the president was supposed to sign it. He has not yet signed the bill, but President Mnangagwa said, well, he was going to sign the bill as soon as it is labeled on his table. Okay, and this bill is saying, well, it is restricting and actually closing some other PVO. For the president said, well, interference with what is happening in Zimbabwe. They said they are coming in the guise of being charitable organizations, helping the communities and everything, and yet they're doing some other things outside of what they're supposed to operate in. And then we saw the European Union coming out and say, well, this bill, if it is signed, is going to cause a lot of problems because it's going to restrict organizations that want to work to serve the communities. And they also said that, well, in the event that the upcoming elections, they are not free and fair, they are disputed, and having this bill signed, we are going just to blame it on that. They were saying, why sign such a bill just months before the elections? So guys, there's a lot that is happening, okay? There's a lot that is happening in this upcoming, but don't worry, Ziki is going to be following up on all the stories. So everything that I've told you right now, those are just the highlights of many things that are happening. But of course, upcoming elections, they are here. ZANU-PF have recently finished its primary elections. We saw young faces coming in, very, very young people coming in, replacing some old faces, some old people, okay, that have been there, for a long time representing ZANU-PF. But this time around, we saw new faces, fresh and young. I don't know the implications of that. My name is Ziki, and until I come back again with more stories, please subscribe and stay. And hey, thank you so much for your continued love and support. We are growing, and it's all for our own good. Until then, take care.